My mindfulness practice has many different aspects to it. So the first is the breath meditation with a focus on my breathing in and out. And the next is I do a Wim Hof breathing, which is fast breathing, taking my body to a place of stress and threat. And then I do some mantra meditation. So I have different ways that I meditate on a daily basis. And then of course I do the yoga, stretching and exercise, which is restorative. And then I do some hardcore exercise to build muscle or keep my muscle mass going. Then I do more walking now rather than running, maybe running once a week to keep that endurance level going, the cardiovascular system's going. And swimming, of course, is the best exercise. So when it's warm in Canada, I swim. But one other aspect to my mindfulness activities is listening to music. I'm a fan of jazz and blues, and in the evenings after a long day, because all of the other things that I do, I usually do in the mornings. So in the evenings after a rough day, I put my music on and I lay on my couch, and it's jazz and blues usually. And then I take a few meditative breaths to calm myself down, to get myself from the left side of the brain, which is objective oriented. I've been stuck on it all day long, mostly, to get to the right side of the brain, to find a little bliss and peace of mind as I fly away to the music. And talking about jazz, I'm sitting here right now where jazz all began. It's called Congo Square, and it is in New Orleans where it happened. So Congo Square is a place where we had enslaved people, Africans who were enslaved here, who would come here on a Sunday, because they would get Sunday off in Louisiana. Out of everywhere in the United States, southern states that there were enslaved people, Louisiana gave Sundays off, and the enslaved people would come here in community to then sort of to deal with the misery, the meager existence they have during the week, to get together among friends and sing and dance and make music. And many other free people also joined them, and that's how the music started evolving in New Orleans, apparently. And they started bringing banjos to drums to the horns and introducing all of that into the process. So I'm fascinated to be in New Orleans, not too far from Bourbon Street to the French Quarter, where the music is vibrant there as I speak here too now. So one of the important things here also is to realize how music, then a beautiful form of music, evolved from the misery of the people. And not only the African influences, there's influences from the Native Americans here, from the Chitimacha people of this region, Choctaw, and also the Alabama people, as well as the Cherokee who were displaced. So displaced people, oppressed people, and the other displaced people were the Acadians from British North America. When the British took over, the French fled to this part, which was French at that time. And so there's a Cajun influence too into this music, and of course the gumbo foods and all of that has this multiplicity of influences from Europe and all that too. So I thought the fact that I really enjoy music as a part of my mindfulness process too, I thought I'll talk about that here. And also there's a real special feel to this place. Yes, of course there's some misery here, there's a lot of poverty here, this is a place of contradiction, place of paradox. But at the same time, there is a celebratory feeling here because of the music and the food and community and celebration. And one thing that I learned also is that instead of saying I appreciate that, which is more objective oriented, people here say I appreciate you. And here you're going to hear in this place you're going to hear people saying darling all the time, and honey bun, and all of those are endearing terms which softens the whole relationship, even if you walk into a store or a restaurant. So you know what, I am getting smitten by this place.